Yo, what's going on? Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to when rebranding fails. Open bracket, Cenat, close bracket. Video by Tommy NFG, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Y'all see what's going on with the streaming world? It's getting kind of crazy. That boy Kai, the biggest streamer in the world. Well, he was at one point until I Shall Speed came and take over. That's a debate we can have later. I don't care that much though. Yeah, right now he's going through some stuff, you know, with the fallout of his breakup and everything. He's going into fashion, right? He's making some fashion brand. He cut his hair. I see people are saying that he's been cloned. Niggas thinking he been cloned. Freaking other niggas say he going through a midlife crisis because, you know, he's going. It's a whole thing, bro. There's a lot going on with Kai right now, and the internet's talking, bro. And right now, we're here to listen. You feel me? So let's just, oh shoot, let's just get straight into this one. See what Tommy's talking about and why he thinks Kai is gonna fail his rebrand. I don't know, man. I feel like it's still a little too early to judge, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's a thing that he just decided on. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's still plenty of room, you know what I mean, for people to start accepting the new, you know, rebrand. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of if he can pull it off or not. You know, if he does it well, then people's gonna take it like, all right, cool, sure. If not, then you know what I mean? Granted, the entire way up, people are gonna clown him, you know, make fun of him and try to bring him down. But if he can remain focused on the reason he wanted to do it in the first place and just continue to do it and put out some heat, niggas got no choice but to accept it. You feel me?
He ain't lying.
Anyway, that'll be enough of my insipid rambling, yapping. Let's just get straight into the video. You feel me? Talk to us, Tommy.
Some say rebranding. Some say rebranding as a content creator, artist, or creative anything is a make or break in a lot of people's careers. You can have good creator rebrands, like Speed going from a kid yelling slurs in his mom's basement at 3 a.m. and doing voodoo rituals or whatever you call this. Wow. Genuinely, we gotta ask, what the f was wrong with Speed in 2021? To now becoming one of—
That nigga was pumped up off a Monster Energy drink, bro. That's exactly what that was. I know what that pre-workout and that freaking Monster mix will do to your soul, bro. Come on now, we've all been there, bro.
the biggest live streamers in the world and breaking generations of propaganda from the media. But then you also have creators on the opposite side of rebranding, like Sneeko. Turning from a person who used to be labeled one of the most creative YouTubers on this platform for his unique style of videos, to now having to hang out with the sinister six of streaming and appealing to racists because that's how much—
Bro, look at this picture, bro. If you are somebody who wants to be in this group and you're standing to the back, like, he's not even in line with the rest of the main people. He's in the back. That, come on, man. This is not a circle you want to be in, bro. Yeah, this man.
His audience has got diluted. Either have a sand machine grounding your ball sack for 5 minutes, or have your sister in a room with these guys for 5 minutes. Me personally,
I'm taking the sand machine every day, bro.
I'm sorry for my offspring, but y'all can no longer be born. Sometimes these rebrands come naturally though, and I think those are always the best types. Just like how I mentioned Speed earlier, most of his rebranding came from him maturing from being a teenager that grew up on the internet and watching edgy creators, then actually went out in the real world and saw real people. There's a reason why the most edgiest creators on any platform, most of their audience—
y'all need to remind me, or scream at me or something, throw something at me when I'm just sitting there looking at the content and y'all can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like this, where it's just my camera instead of like this, chat. Come on, man. We gotta hold each other accountable. We done had this talk, chat.
Shut your bitch ass up! As teenagers, because that's when you're the most on the internet and have the least life experience. There's also rebrands that are straight up a hard launch and the person is saying this is exactly how they're going to be moving like, which is usually more dangerous because you're telling the entire audience you built up that you're no longer that person they watched. And the newest rebrand we have from a big creator is none other than Cenat. I don't think we've had a hard launch rebrand from somebody as big as Cenat in a while. Not too long ago was he yelling "yacht" at women getting up on his screen.
Saying so. I'm sorry. Let me lock him out real quick. I mean, you don't have to. All right, bet. Go ahead. Yeah!
The thought of an historian in the year 2900 going back to this time and studying these type of clips always crosses my mind. And now Kai's brand new look is him launching a fashion brand and trying to become a designer himself, while also self-helping himself by trying to fix his reading struggles and working out. Off the wording itself, it doesn't sound bad at all. There's been two reactions to this, one being people who just hate to hate and basically hate on anything Kai does. If Kai does something like save a cat from a tree, they're in the comments saying some like he's worse than Hitler.
Whoa, crazy. People are gonna hate, bro. It just comes with being on the internet, bro. You're always gonna have some nigga to hate, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta just let them hate and just keep it pushing, bro. They ain't talking about shit anyway, bro. They just hating just to hate, bro. They just like them. Apparently, they just like to slob on your meat, bro.
Hey, yo.
Listen. No offense to nobody who do that for fun, but these niggas do it on a whole different level, bro. I'm talking no teeth straight to the back of the throat, how they be slobbing on that shit. Niggas be hating so much. I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, to some of the ladies out there, take some notes, bro. These haters can teach you a thing.
Then there's a other group of people who genuinely just find the brain corny and don't like it. And if you see my videos, I've defended Kai from random who just hate to hate on the internet or try to find a random problem. But I've also been critical of Kai, and this rebrand was
executed terribly.
This all started back when he ended his subathon at the end of September in 2025. He hit 1 million subs, had 1 million viewers at the end. He had every celebrity in the book on it. LeBron James shaved his head on stream. We could have just left the last part. All we needed to see was the king on stream. And after his stream ended, he decided to take a long hiatus to spend it with his girlfriend vacationing around the world, seeing different places. Kind of awkward knowing that now, considering they just went through a pretty public breakup and she's dissing all of his friends and people around him. On this vacation, he was probably trying to think of how he would even come back and be able to top what he just did. Like, if I was in Kai's position, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know what the f to do. I broke a record that probably won't be beat in our lifetime and had LeBron James on at the same time. I gotta end off everything with that. Which is why he announced in a video on January 13th that he's officially quitting streaming. And it turns out that was actually clickbait, shocker. The whole video was an announcement for his fashion brand and showing his journey on making his clothing brand, while also announcing he's been secretly posting videos on another channel that will document his journey. This was probably the worst thing he did in his rebrand and is the thing people are—
Yeah, he should have kept posting that shit in secret and not saying nothing about it, bro. I feel like if he did that and people just happened to stumble upon it wondering, you know what I mean, then it would have been— granted, there still would have been some people to slobber on his shit trying to hate, right? You feel me? But niggas gonna hate, bro. That's besides the point. The point is, if he hadn't tried to like force feed it to the internet the way he did with his rebrand, then I think it would have been not taken as badly as it was. You know what I mean? Like, people probably wouldn't have shit on it as badly, but I don't know. I'm just a nigga on the internet, bro.
Making fun of the most. In the reading videos, one weird thing he does is flex the phone timer after his reading time is supposed to end to show people that he's become a reading god above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating, and implementation intention is a strategy you can use. You can use, pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use. Ability of ending the emotional pain, which can open the door for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy that you can use. If you already want a 40v1.
Like, alright, man, we get it. You now have reached the same reading comprehension as Shakespeare. If you didn't put this timer bit into the reading videos—
No. You can read on the level of a 6th grader, bro. Congratulations. It's not that impressive. Listen, I can't read neither, my nigga. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend like I can. I can't. That's a lie. But still, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get why he did. I don't watch the Kai's Mind channel, bro. I don't. I don't get involved with these people's lives. I don't care that much. Okay? I make the videos because the videos are funny sometimes and you know, other shit. But beyond that, I don't understand the point of the phone. You know what I mean? The timer. No, like, bro, if the timer goes off, just shut it off and keep reading. If that's what you want to do. You don't have to, like, freaking Yeah, I mean, in the camera every single time, bro. It's okay. Just shut the timer off and keep reading. Make the video a little bit longer if you want to, and then when you're done, you're done. You know what I mean? And you don't have to do all that extra stuff. It's why people think he's being so performative about his whole rebrand and all that extra jazz, bro. Because he's doing a little too much unnecessarily. But you know, it's kind of been his whole career. Doing a little bit too much unnecessarily. It's kind of why he got where he got to. But I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
It wouldn't have received even close to the amount of hate it's getting. In the comments of all the vids, people are basically clowning him, saying he's trying too hard to be performative with it, and also are saying he's reading but not actually comprehending what it's saying. Something that could have made it better is if he showed some notes that he was writing down while reading the books to show that he was actually retaining the information and keeping what the book's actually saying in his head. Unironically, middle school teachers got one up on that. They was right on that, because you do not retain shit after reading a book for the first time. But that timer thing was gonna cook him either way. He's got to put that one in the closet. Overall, it is good he's actually taking initiative to improve himself though. And there's clips too where he doesn't understand a word, so he searches up what it means on camera. Where people are clowning him for not knowing a word's meaning, which I find so weird. People will always say try to improve yourself by reading books or going to the gym or learning whatever habit. And when you showcase yourself trying to improve yourself, they just clown you. In 2026, a can't even be curious about something without getting the sped allegations.
Listen to me, man. One of these days I'm just gonna throw a random vlog at y'all doing the same shit this nigga do, bro. Just to prove a point. I'm not gonna tell you what that point is until the end of that video, when or if it ever happens. But listen, it's gonna be hilarious, alright?
Meanwhile, those same people are fat chuds on the internet that do nothing but comment on people all day.
God
and
damn.
we kind of do need more people reading, at least in America, because the amount of people's reading comprehension has gone down is atrocious. I know this as a creator because I'll say something, a person won't even finish the video or just pause on that part, then go in the comment section writing a whole paragraph explaining why they hate me and how my take is wrong. Half the population reads at a 6th grade level here. We gotta start doing reading clubs again. I'm glad to be in the group of Gen Z kids that got out school right when AI was about to hit. Because if I was in school right now, I'll let y'all know, I would be a couple of octaves dumber than I already am. Then there's the fashion.
I'd have been stupid than a motherfucker, bro. I promise you. I promise you I would have. I'd never have to think for myself. Just let AI do all the thinking and the schoolwork for me. I would have been dumber than Patrick, bro. What are we talking about?
Pivot. On that same channel, he's posting videos of him learning how to make clothes for his fashion brand, which doesn't have as much hate as the reading, but it's more of the way he presents it, I would say. His fashion brand is called Vivette, and one way he's advertising it is with his own journal. The journal having designs and sketches of what he wants in it. And the way he's talking about this journal and flexing it, you would think he's writing some new verses for the Bible. Even on the Vivette website, the only way you can see the journal is if you sign up and join the waitlist. So it's clear the journal is the main marketing tactic he has for his whole fashion brand, which isn't an uncommon thing. Every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product. Kanye is somebody who did this a lot and showed off his sketches. It's confusing on Kai's vision for it because in different videos he's saying so many things about what it's supposed to be, and he's changing the camera quality on the videos to make it look more like a documentary, which is now being called the performative quality. The funniest one has got to be him recording himself writing in his journal on a 3DS, which got deleted.
Is this nigga serious?
What's the point?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And then everybody's on it, and then when you achieve a lot or you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like you start to keep going at a crazy. The way like I'm a little dark and shit. Like shit dark for me. But as soon as I hold this journal up, it's a lot like more focused on it.
That journal better have the cure to cancer the way he's showing it. Crazy thing is, even if the journal does have good designs and people want to buy it, the videos have cooked anything associated to it. People will just look back at the videos and start dying laughing. There was absolutely zero need to record this video on a 3DS. I feel like even he looked back at this and said,
I did not even know. I did not even know that was possible. Like, you know what I mean? It's been so long since I touched the 3DS, bro. Whoa. It's been so long. I forgot about that it can record stuff. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm having ideas, Chad. That's why don't worry about it.
Alright, I'm doing too much. While people were memeing the whole thing, it also opened the floodgates of old clips showing COD trying to fit in with certain things, where you can't put it any other way. He's just saying some to be performative for the camera.
Dang. Yo, if you could describe your outfit with a song, what would it be? Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
These is kind of busted up, but headphones.
You do not use those. You do not use those. Why you capping this? He does not use those.
No. Yeah, he do. Look. These are the 16, 15 iPhones.
Thank you. These don't work.
No, it just broke today.
How it broke?
Kai, you can use AirPods. We know you're rich, dog. And before people get on my ass for wearing these wired headphones, look back the past 4 years. I've been wearing these in every single video the past 4 years, all right? I'm not faking. I'm not sure why he does it,
He
or
said,
if he tries to do it.
I'm not faking the funk, man. Y'all faking the funk. Stop playing with Tom. Stop playing with Tommy, bruh.
Subtly, so people don't notice much. But in 2026, with all the forms of social media we got, people are
With
good.
that being said, though, I'm sticking to my wireless headphones, bro. Okay. I've got too much cords going on underneath my desk for me to have wired headphones, bro. And I move around a little bit too much. The minute I do this, that headphone is getting unplugged, and I'm gonna be mad at shit, bro. So I'm sticking with my wireless headphones, bro. Fuck you.
To be able to tell when you're faking it. I do believe, though, that even with all these performative shenanigans, he actually got into fashion and likes it. You can tell his fashion game has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I'm sure people will say that this whole thing is fake or a grift because it happened so soon. That can happen to anyone with anything, though. Sometimes you get into something and like it so much a lot in a short period of time. You want to start trying it yourself or going out into that industry. The way he's advertising it, though, is way too performative. There's clips of him walking around with the journal and Paris Fashion Week, and it looked like he was protecting an ancient scripture that had burned down what vaporized half of humanity's information.
Wow.
Yeah, no. That's kind of OD, bro.
Wow. Bruh.
Before I saw these clips,
My nigga, you have a hoodie with a big ass pocket, bro. If it's that deep, bro, just put it in your hoodie, bro.
He's right, you know.
Okay. I see why niggas on the internet has been cooking him a little bit, but still, I think it's OD, bro. Just let bro have his journey, bro. You feel me? His journal.
honestly, I didn't understand why people were saying the rebrand is performative. And as soon as I saw these clips, I understood why. Whoever told him on his team that this will look tough gotta be fired. Other fashion designers there were probably looking confused as hell. This isn't to say that Kai's clothing brand is gonna come out and look trash or ugly, but it's more of the marketing tactic and how it was done. In fact, I think a lot of the people hating saying the clothes are gonna look ass would start wearing it if all of a sudden people actually like it and start wearing it out. One thing Kai's gonna mainly struggle with in the fashion industry is trying to have this new persona while his old clips still being mega viral and out there. Which is why I said at the start, it's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own and isn't a hard pivot. Because not only is he gonna get low-broed by the fashion elites there and they'll just see him as the streamer guy, also it's the clips and what type of streamer he was, doing a bunch of goofy stuff for stream. It's way easier for you to be a small content creator and have collabs with bigger content creators because content creators are usually more genuine, which can lead to you blowing up and having your own career. The fashion industry is just like the music industry. It's cutthroat. They'll tell you if your shit is ass, or a company will deny making the clothes because they don't think it will sell well. And people memeing this whole thing is definitely not helping potential fashion collaborators take it more serious. The whole jump into it was very fast though. It was only 3.5 months he was gone before doing this whole change. I feel like minimum you need a year for something like this. I guess for now we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know if he's gonna completely quit streaming, but if I was his friend giving it,
I don't think he's gonna completely quit streaming, bro. Cause then what? If he completely quits streaming, right? And worst case scenario, his brand fails. Then what? Granted, he's still a multi-millionaire, even if that happens. But you just threw your all into this endeavor, cut off what made you in the first place, and then that endeavor you threw your all into crumbled and failed. Now you're either gonna continue pushing forward and try something else, or go back to what you're doing so you have something to sustain you while you try something else. Because if you just jump straight into trying something else, again, he's still a millionaire, we know that, but if you try something else, you do that poorly, and then that end up failing, then you're only losing more and more money. if you go back to streaming, you're gonna be a laughing stock for a while. Okay, people are going to fry this nigga.
You ain't lying.
The minute he comes back to streaming. I hope y'all know that. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But it's still, what's the word I'm looking for, chat? I think people would digest it better if he had said he's taking a break from streaming, not that he's quitting streaming. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I don't think we have a whole lot to worry about when it comes to Kai and his whole new transformation, bro. It probably won't last as long as he's gonna hope it will, and he'll probably come back to streaming at some point in time, either before the launch of the brand or after it, bro. If he comes back before it, it'll be mainly to promote it, you know what I mean, to try to give it some good promo, because if he's paying attention and he's seeing all that he's seeing and he's noticing that everything that's going on with how he's been promoting it isn't working and he has to try something different, more than likely he's going to come back to streaming to try to promote it, and probably try to get all his friends in on it, trying to promote it too. Which, you know what I mean? Cool. If that's your friend, support your friend, man. Help him promote his shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I don't know. Y'all think I can make it, man? Y'all think he gonna get through this little this little midlife crisis, as some are saying on the internet? I watched the video on it, bro, saying the nigga is going bald and that's causing him to go to a midlife crisis. It was hilarious. But I digress. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.